like, comment, LOL. Hello, my name is Ken Holmes. I am the director of the movie you just watched, which is called, of course, Facebook Comment in Response to Tom Pomfret, aka Facebook Comment in Response to Kristen, aka Facebook Comment in Response to Mike Wines. Now, you no doubtly have bought this DVD, so I'd like to thank you for buying it or watching it on Netflix if that's what you're doing instead. It was a lot of work doing this movie, of course. As with doing any film, it's always a lot of time, a lot of hard work on the part of the cast and crew. I, of course, could not do it without my incredible cast, notably Ken Holmes in the lead role as Ken Holmes. I thought he was just blew me away. I love to work with him again. I really hope I get the chance to do that. The thing about doing any movie, of course, is that you can't just pick up a camera and start. People think that it's really easy to make a movie. That just you pick up a video camera, you just shoot it with your friends, or get Philip Seymour Hoffman or somebody to be in your movie. But actually, it takes a lot of work. You read a lot, do a lot of short films, and you really learn a lot along the way. Even with as many movies as I have done under my belt, it still is, I'm still continuously learning. I'm always a student of my craft. So yeah, it's not as easy as hopefully it looks. Yeah. So I would like to thank you for watching. I should probably talk before this making of is over. The green screen work in the movie you just watched was particularly challenging. This is the biggest budget of a movie I have worked on. A lot of the movies I've worked on prior to this one have mostly been more dialogue based. This one definitely had more action, more stunts, and I'm definitely new to this type of an action movie. It was challenging, but fortunately my AD was incredible, and she's incredibly experienced in action films, and also our stunt doubles for Ken Holmes, and our stunt doubles were Ken Holmes, covering Ken Holmes. Ken Holmes was just an amazing stunt double in the movie, and I was continuously blown away by the dedication to his work that he did. Some of the stunts he just did were, a lesser stunt double, I would have been like, oh my god, did they actually do that? But no, this Ken was just so professional and incredibly careful. I was not at all worried about him because he is a professional, and it just blew me away. So I should talk a little bit about my inspiration for filming this. I had done a little work online, and I found an actor and director, excuse me, named Tom Pomfret. And he made an interesting movie. I believe his film was called Video 1 or Video 2. And I'm not normally a fan of action films, as you know, because most of what I've directed has been drama, but it was a new approach to action. It was an approach I'd never seen before. I remember the opening line, which was also the only line, which was, "Hey dude, what's up?" I might be paraphrasing, but it was something like that. And I watched that, and it was like it was like watching film for the first time. I'd never seen anything quite like that before. And his camera work, the cinematography, I do not know who he used. I believe Tom Pomfret did the cinematography. And I would love to hire Tom Pomfret for one of my movies, because the cinematography was unlike anything I have ever seen before. I went to film school, and I consider myself pretty knowledgeable about, about how to make film look good, how to frame a good shot. But I felt like going back to film school after watching this movie. It was unlike anything I'd ever seen before. Well, I did some research and I found out that this is not the only movie like this. There's also a movie by also by Tom Pomfret, a sequel to Video 1. And I don't remember what it was called, but he mentions someone named Kristen in this video. And the sequel, I would actually argue, sequels are rarely as good as the original, but for this particular movie, I actually felt the sequel was even better. The character work was more rich. The first one was very ambiguous characters. The second one, they had very rich characters, and the performance by Tom Pomfret blew my mind in this one. I've never seen acting like that before. And I was like, okay, these have got to be the only two movies like this in the world. But, much to my surprise, I did some research and I found a film by someone named Mike Wines. And in this film, how do I say this? This movie was a response to Tom's films. It was inspired by them. And Mike says that he notices that Tom has been doing video responses. That's what he calls this style of filmmaking. I didn't know it had a name, but it was called video responses, or chatting via video. And he said, he asked a very interesting question. He said to Tom Pomfret, "Was this your idea to do this? Or was this Justin's idea to do this?" I did some researching, and there's someone named Justin Loris who might have actually been the person whose idea this was. Which means that this genius, Tom Pomfret, might not have actually been the inventor of this style of filmmaking. It might have also, it may have very well have come from someone named Justin Loris. And Tom merely took that idea, much in the same way that William Shakespeare might have William Shakespeare may not have actually written his plays. It's a very interesting debate on, did Tom Pomfret invent this style, or did he merely steal it or borrow it from Justin Lores? Mike's film was a very interesting documentary, definitely worth looking into. For any filmmaker, I would definitely recommend showing this, or watching this, and any teacher of filmmaking should show this to their class. I honestly do not think that you know anything about film until you have watched this incredible documentary. Well, those 3 movies are what inspired me to make the film that you just watched. And hopefully, my film will inspire you to go out and watch those movies. They're changed my life. They might change yours. Whether or not you like them, you will have to admit that you have never seen anything like them before. Thank you very much for watching this documentary. I would like to thank Tom Pomfret and Kristen. Hopefully Kristen will have a response. We'll make a film response of her own, since she was mentioned. I'm very curious to see what she does. Thank you to Mike Wines. Thank you to Justin Lores, if indeed it was your idea to do these video response movies. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed my film, and please tell your friends, because these kinds of movies, you know, they're not your typical Hollywood movie. They're challenging, they're unique, they're original, they're one of a kind, they're groundbreaking, they're, how many other words can I use to describe pretty much the same thing? So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and till my next feature, I haven't figured out what to say after that, but till my next feature. Thank you.